Hello and welcome to another one of my reviews. This time I'm looking at a Wi-Fi extender and specifically the TP-Link RE-450. It's a mid-range product costing between £45 and £55 in the UK. In the past I've looked at the cheaper end of the market purely for personal use, and I've also had a look at various powerline extenders as well. But the property I'm currently in does not perform well with powerline extenders, so I thought I'd take a look at a slightly more upmarket Wi-Fi extender to see if that would solve my issues. I'm interested in improving my LAN speeds as well as preparing for an upcoming fibre upgrade to my internet connection. As you can see, it's quite a large product, certainly bigger than the standard plug top ones that you can get at around £15 to £25. It will block an adjacent socket on a power strip, but shouldn't block a socket on the standard UK 2-outlet wall box. As you can see, it has 3 aerials to aid transmission and reception, and it's a dual band unit, meaning you can use it for both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi network extension. It also has a single gigabit Ethernet socket on the side and physical buttons for turning the unit on and off, deactivating the LEDs and pairing it with your existing networks. It's very easy to set up using the large WPS button on the front, but you'll need to press it twice if you're extending both your 5 and 2.4 GHz networks. Although if you want the best performance, you do need to use the included embedded web server to tweak some settings. More of that in a moment. So let's have a look at the best way to set one of these up. Being a dual band extender means that you can use it in multiple ways. You can use it as an access point, connecting a device via the gigabit port and giving it Wi-Fi. You can also use it as an extender, effectively meaning that you can extend either the 5 GHz and 2.4 or both wireless networks from a router where the original signal does not reach. However, if you use it to extend both wireless bands, it means you have to sacrifice something in terms of speed. How these units work best, or at least for me, is to dedicate one of the wireless radios in the extender to be the back channel to the router. In this case, what I've done is to disable the 2.4 GHz network on the extender. Instead, what I'm doing is only extending the 5 GHz network and using the 2.4 GHz radio to transmit back to my router. Of course, this does mean that the setup is a little bit more complicated, and you have to go into the web server on the extender and tell it to only use the 5 GHz channel to extend the network, as you can see here. What is a little odd is that the indication lights on this extender seem to indicate the wrong thing. As you can see, the 2.4 GHz light is lit and the 5 GHz one is off. I've done some testing and I can confirm that setting it up in this way does increase my data throughput quite considerably. It more than doubled my speeds. Of course, real-world speeds are nowhere near what you see in the specifications. There are also several handy settings that you cannot enable without going into the web server. These include scheduled downtime for both power and LED lighting, as well as other settings like time and exclusion lists. You can also adjust the power of the radio transmitter. I was slightly surprised and glad to see that this unit does not generate a lot of heat, which could be down to the abundance of ventilation holes on the back and side of the unit. When you initially switch it on, it does seem to take an age to boot, although this is cut down to about 30 seconds on subsequent power-ups. Oh, and if you're in the UK and you're thinking of buying one of these, please consider using the link below. It goes to support this channel. As usual, thanks for watching. See you next time.